'Cause you're not who you think you are. There's no gray on these brown eyes, but they can be green if they really want.
What is going on, guys? It is your boy Darian coming at you with an American Truck Simulator video. It is roughly 4 o'clock in the morning right now as I'm making this. So let's get going. So that horn just sounds so puny. So I did want to say, actually, you know what? I will be right back. And we are back. Sorry about that. I just went ahead and fixed it before it even became an issue. I went ahead and muted my TeamSpeak sounds. We are driving a Kensworth. I actually really like the sound of this truck. I feel very American driving this kind of truck, I'll tell you that right now. Nothing like driving a good old Kensworth through a patch of crops and along the countryside. I feel like a real American. That's my poor attempt at being an American. I apologize that you guys just had to witness that. But anyways, let's get back into the truck. I apologize if I cough at any point in time during this video. I am not feeling well, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm honestly, like, I might just cut this entire part out because I'm not really the type to express their feelings, stuff like that. But man, you know, like sometimes just it's usually when I'm sick and I just get like, I don't know what it is, I just get really down, you know, like about personal health and stuff like that. And you know, I'm not extremely overweight, you know, like I'm not over here about to die from obesity or anything, you know. I don't have diabetes or anything like that. For the most part, I'd almost want to say I'm a pretty healthy individual, but sometimes, you know, like I don't got the six-pack abs or anything, but I'm also not rolling around with the beer belly sticking out, if that makes sense. I got a nice little medium going, but you know, sometimes, man, sometimes you just get really down. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you just think about your life. Like, and you know, I got a good life. I got friends that I talk to on a daily basis. You know, my family cares about me. I'm not trying to say that I'm having a rough time or anything like that. And you know, it's not depression. It's not bipolar or anything like that. It's, you know, it's just, you know, it's just sitting back and just thinking like you got a good version of yourself, but sometimes that there's that part of you that just kind of chimes in, and it's like you got to be better. And you know, yourself, you as a person, you're like, I mean, I'm doing the best I can. And it doesn't accept that. It doesn't take that as an answer. And sometimes that can be really draining. It can be really draining. You know, like I said, I don't have depression or anything, but that's the kind of stuff that gets you. Like I said, I usually only get it when I'm really sick. And I'm not really sick, but I am sick right now. And that's just how I feel. You know, that's the kind of mood I'm in, you know, like I'm doing the best I can, but something tells me, you know, that there's that voice in your head that says you should be doing better. No matter how good you think you're doing, no matter how many obstacles you've jumped over to get to the point that you're in right now, something tells you that you just gotta be better. And you know what? You know what it is? If this kind of tug of war thing in your head goes on constantly, this is called, that's depression. Constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough. That's how depression starts. And honestly, I don't have that constantly. It's very random, and honestly, it's also very rare. I don't get sick very often. This goes back to my point of me being a more or less healthy individual. So, this feeling is, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. But if you experience this on a constant daily basis, one, I truly feel for you, and it's tough, you know. Just experiencing it 3 times a year is pretty tough. The kind of low that you get into, and to know that some people feel this way on a constant basis, you know, that's, you know, when you start to think about it, it's pretty hard. You just, you gotta acknowledge that not everybody has everything. Not everybody is always gonna feel good all the time. Not everybody has all these good things to look forward to on a daily basis, and you know, it really makes you sit back and like think, like think of all the things that I take for granted on a daily basis. The ability to just openly do whatever you want, for the most part, to be surrounded by people that care and want to speak to you all the time on a daily basis. To know that there's people that just genuinely do not, as much as they want, do not have that luxury. And that in itself, I don't know, that's sad to me. And honestly, if you're in that kind of position where you've ever felt like for an extended period of time like you just don't matter, talk to someone, because it's not a joke. It's really not. I'm not in that position. I can truly say I'm not in that position. I'm not in a position where nobody cares about me. I'm not in a position where I feel like I've lost it all, or there's no turning back. I don't feel like that. That's not me. But what I'm saying is, if that is you, find someone. Even if it's one person, even if it's a family member, if it's, I mean, talk to your dog. I mean, that, it sounds crazy, but just do it. Just talk to somebody. Find someone out there, even just family, that will just hold you and say it's gonna be okay. You know, I care, we care. There's hotlines, there's phone numbers. It's a real issue. especially in today's society. And you can't stop it. It can't be stopped. It's a mental thing. Some people, they have depression. Not, the world is never going to be perfect. The world is never going to be this sunflower of happiness. And you know, and that's when our forefathers created this country. They put that everybody has the right to the pursuit of happiness. And they were right. But they worded it specifically like that for a reason. It's a pursuit. It's a struggle. Every step of the way is going to be an uphill battle. And you know what? A lot of people won't get there. A lot of people will experience moments, maybe brief, maybe extended, but most likely not permanent, of happiness. Because that's what it is. It's a pursuit. It's a struggle. Nobody's guaranteed it. Nobody's promised it. And most certainly nobody is given it. And I think when you sit back and you acknowledge that, when you acknowledge that your pursuit of happiness will only end when you give up, I think that is when you will realize it becomes a tad bit easier not to find happiness, but to put yourself on the right track to obtaining happiness. And I know it's easier said than done. How I'm feeling right now is not happiness. So I honestly can't say right now that I am happy. You know, I have, like I said, mentally, personally, I periodically, this happens 2 to 3 times a year, I just beat myself up internally. For no reason. Like I said, I have nothing really going on that's bad where I should be beating myself up, but, you know, I am. And that in itself is a lack of happiness. And I don't know. I'm gonna start to hopefully I feel better. And I'm genuinely a cheerful person, and I'm wording myself correctly. On Twitter I say I'm always happy and blah 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 blah. But what I really mean is I'm cheerful. I'm in a good mood. 95% of the time I am in a good mood. But happiness is something different than being in a good mood. And that's something that people have to acknowledge when they say, I'm happy. So with that being said, I'm gonna end that topic there. I think I've made myself pretty clear in my standpoint. I'm gonna move on to answering some of the questions that were in my last video. One of the questions was, how long will it take for you to become a DOJ Media member? There's no set time. It's handpicked. The program that I referred to in my last video, sorry, you have to be a member of the DOJ for 6 months. I do not meet that requirement. I have only been a member for 5 as of about last week. So that is why I cannot go from that. The other question was, if I can remember it correctly, once you qualify, do you plan on joining it? Yes. That is a 100%. I strongly plan and hope to be accepted into this program when I meet the requirements. Somebody else asked, will the program, if you get accepted, allow you to upload DOJ content? Okay. How can I say this without giving away what it is? The answer to the question is yes. And I can't go technical in answering the question because if I do, it will give away what it is. But yes, I will be able to create and upload DOJ content. Yeah. That is the correct answer to the question. And that is all I have. I'm gonna end it here. And I'm gonna end it on the note of, if you feel the way that I described at any point in time during this video, do not hesitate to find someone to talk to. I'm not the best at personal healing or anything like that. I don't pretend to be, nor will I ever claim I am. But if there's no one, if there, you know, you can message me on Twitter, you can DM me, we'll talk. You know, I will have that conversation with you if nobody else will. You know, there's always going to be someone. And if I can help you through something like that, then you know what, I will. And that goes for anybody. You don't have to be a subscriber. You don't have to follow me. You know, even if you know a friend that just needs someone to talk to, that maybe they don't even already talk to. Just, yeah, I'm always there, you know. I'll reply to those kind of messages 100% of the time. And with that being said, I'm gonna keep it quiet through the remainder of this video. This video was pretty solemn. It was pretty, I almost want to say dramatic, in the sense that it was, semi-emotional. And, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna get this cargo in here. Alright, where do you need it? Okay. We are going to the right. Oh, he's cleaning the windows, look at that. that in. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take it. That's gonna be that with an excellent rating. Will we get to level 4? Yes, we will, and we have leveled up to level 4. We're gonna get one more thing here. We'll do this. Okay. Alright, and that is going to be that. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been your boy Darian. Please take everything I said in this video seriously. If I even upload this. This is a pretty serious video and I don't usually do those kind of videos. Anyways, this has been your boy Darian. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.